Two, one, go girl.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on a beautiful sunny Saturday in Colorado. We've heard that it's hot and sunny in Texas as well. So thank you wherever you're joining us from. My name is Jennifer Lloyd and I am the Director of Development and Prayer Coordinator here for Channel Mom Outreach and Media. And I feel blessed because God continues to bring amazing women into my life. I guess I could start all the way back to having my daughters, Sarah and Bella. And from there, I've been praying and asking him for support and how to know him better. And so he keeps sending wonderful Christian women to me who are in the ministry and who have awesome stories to share. So my story, I was blessed to meet Tammy and Eava back in March at a Christian women's business organization luncheon. And they shared about their ministry that day. And then I was given the opportunity to get back in touch with them and learn about their business. And for me, my why is that I want to help moms. We encourage moms here and nationwide. And for me, having good, healthy products to recommend and also business opportunities is where we want to go. So this quarter, my goal is to sponsor 2 moms in need, and hopefully we can bless them. That is my prayer every day, and God keeps reminding me to be still and to wait and to look to him. And so I started my Limu RX journey using some Slender Eyes and Burn products, as you can see, and I've been excited to research about the compensation plan, research about the merger, and research about more of the products like the Nucerity and Nutrify. I know many of you have experience with many of the different products, and I've been blessed since April 30th to have already lost 10 pounds. And our Nucerity, thank you, our Nucerity products are on their way for my teenagers and for myself. Anti-aging and anti-acne is what we're looking forward to, and skin healing as well. So thank you for being here. I feel blessed, and I know that God will continue to enrich our stories and walking alongside each other. Thank you, Tammy.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for joining. And Jennifer, thank you for your story. Congratulations. 10 pounds is a lot. And you can tell the energy difference, I'm sure. Our products are truly sensational. Well, I'll just give you my very quick 2-minute story. You heard how Jennifer and I met. And we started talking about ministry. And I had been in media for about 25 years. I was in publishing media, radio and television way back in the day. And I'm going to see if I can share my screen here, if Eava will allow me to share my screen. I'm going to show you a little bit about my life. I enjoyed my life. I had a good life. I have 4 adult children, 7 grandsons, and I was looking for an opportunity. Is it working yet, Eava?
Yeah, you should be able to share.
Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can do this here. I'm going to just show you a little quick picture about my life.
Let's see.
It's a Zoom.
Oh.
So this is me in the top left over here. That's called the Maltby cake. That was a cake that I kind of got a little famous for, I guess you could say. Hang on just a second. And I love cooking. I love hospitality. This was a women's event that I spoke at. I loved women's ministry. I was privileged to be able to do this. This was a national syndicated women's television show called Aspiring Women I did way back when I was young and brunette. And then these are a few of the books that I've written. And so this is a beautiful season of my life. Down here are some of a few of my 7 grandsons, a couple of my daughters. This is my husband, Jerry Melchizedek. He is a retired lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. And these are my 4 beautiful children. My son is Korean. I have 2 daughters through birth, and my oldest daughter is Russian. And so we built our family through adoption and through I guess, the old-fashioned way. When I jumped into this business 6.5 years ago, we had just gone through the crash of 2008. And I'm going to stop my screen share. We had just gone through the crash of 2008. And if anyone remembers what happened in 2008, all of our investments were in real estate. And so though we had saved money, we had good jobs, the crash happened kind of like it is right now in 2020. A lot of people are looking for a better opportunity. They're looking for a way to be able to work at home. I call it phone-based business, not just home-based. It's really on your phone. So somebody introduced me to this company, and I jumped in, and I never looked back. And within a very short period of time, I was entering into a six-figure income with this company, and have continued that income for the last 6.5 years, which I'm very, very grateful for. It allowed us to get out of debt. It allowed us to start saving again for our retirement, for my retirement. My husband is retired, but more than anything, it has allowed me the opportunity to help people find a better way, to be able to take products that really work and change their trajectory of their health, and also to help women, particularly women, because that is my demographic, start businesses and to create an extra stream of residual income. And so that was my life, and I'm going to show you one more picture of what happened in that very short period of time. These were the people that entered my world. Many of them are on this call today, but these are people you actually want to spend time with. This is part of my team. These are women, many of these women in nonprofit work, caring about the lives of women and children, which I love. And this is another fun little picture of just part of our team. This was an event that we did years ago, celebrating the success of all of our team. We succeed clearly as a team. And that's one of the things I love about our business, is that we link arms together and we encourage each other, and we find success and financial freedom in what we do. So thank you so much for having me, Jennifer. And I'm going to introduce you to Miss Joy Roane. Is Joy on? I don't see her on. Maybe she...
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Joy. Yay! I want to give an appropriate introduction to Joy, because they call her the doc. She is in the health field, and she is an incredible caregiver and health provider. And she worked in our military, with our military. Thank you, Joy, for your years of service.
Yes.
She lives up to her name. Her name, she is Joy. But I'll tell you, the thing about Joy is, though she treated and cared for some extremely critical crisis situations, her life wasn't always as joyful as it is right now.
Sure.
And I would like you to tell your 2-minute story, Joy, on your why you got started in the RX business, and then take us to present day.
Definitely. Jennifer and Tammy and Eava, thank you so much for having me today. I love talking about such a wonderful company as Limu, and now into RX, because of what it's done for me. As you know from the pictures on one of our posters, I had a serious brain injury, and it took me a while to just get my life back. And doctors always want to give you pills. And so I was taking 15 pills in the morning and 6 pills at night. And so that makes you kind of lethargic. And that's where I was when was introduced to Limu. And I was like, listen, I don't want another pill. And they said, Joy, just come and listen. And I was like, well, I'll come and listen. And when I came and listened, what I saw was excitement. Everybody in the room was excited. They were excited about what they were listening to. They were excited about the products. And I was like, well, let me just try it. So I became a customer, and I started to consume the products. They told me about PubMed.gov, and I knew from my medicine world, I said, let me look this up. Let me do some research on Fucoidan. And all of the studies that were on Fucoidan in PubMed.gov, I was like, well, hey, I can just keep consuming this. And it started to show. And where it showed first is I was alert. and I was awake. And my kids were like, what are you doing? You're not in bed? And I was like, no, I feel good. Let's do something. So I wanted to go on hikes. I wanted to do everything. I was ready to drive from here, Colorado Springs, to Arizona. And my friends in Arizona were like, who are you? And I'm telling you, just from consuming that product, it gave me my life back. And people were like, oh my goodness, we want whatever you're taking. And I was like, here it is, Limu. And so, I mean, people just remembered me lethargic. And now I'm just, my face is bright. My interactions are bright. I'm talking. So I can't say enough about a product that you can consume into your body, like Limu and Ariix with the MOA. Do my MOA every morning. So I'm excited, and I'm excited about the team. That's the other piece that makes me just overjoyed, is the team effort. I can call up Miss Tammy, I can call up Miss Eava and say, hey, I'm having an issue, help me. They're always there for me. So that's what I get excited about. So Miss Tammy, Miss Eava, and Jennifer, thank you all so much for having me and allowing me to share my 2-minute story as to why Limu, why Ariix.
Well, your transformation story is so awesome, Joy. And, you know, the pictures, some of you have not seen these before and after pictures of Joy, but it's pretty significant what she was on a respirator or ventilator. Is that correct?
Yes.
And really a serious medical issue. And to see you today, Joy, is such a wonderful thing as you're sharing the hope. And now I'm going to take you to Miss Eava Currence. Eava is a 100K inside of the Ariix transformation. Basically, all that means is that she's helped a lot of people, and she's very successful in what she does. She's a systems engineer. You'll see that she's a fun person because she's got that engineering brain, but she's also got kind of the fun brain too. So she's a fun person. But she had a serious brain injury and had to look at finding a better way. And her story is quite compelling, and I think you're going to enjoy hearing it. And then she's going to share a very quick presentation on how you can get started. Go ahead, Eava.
Well, welcome, and thank you for working through all of our technical issues this morning. And I have a little lapdog with me. I'm playing Grandma is babysitting. So anyway, if you hear some yaps. But yes, my background is I was a systems engineer. My husband and I had an international ministry, and we were senior pastors of a church. We were busy, but most people didn't know that the issues that I had, they didn't know that I lived for 12 years in constant pain. They didn't know that the problems that I had, because I didn't tell anybody. But anyone who knew me knew that I had issues. So here, I'm going to share my screen with you. And here we go. Here we go. Let me optimize. And we are Ariix. You'll notice that you hear us talk a little bit about Limu and Ariix. Well, Limu is how most of us came into this business. We were with Limu, and that's how I started way back in the beginning. My husband and I were foster parents to gang kids. I was an athlete, a musician. We traveled around the world speaking in churches. We spoke at stadiums. We did music. I am a worshiper at heart, and our heart is for children. And everything was going great. We did everything we were supposed to do. My husband kept on with his job in the defense industry. We decided to retire me. Actually, I was retired, forcefully retired, because I had a traumatic brain injury and I could no longer do 2 + 2. So I had to reinvent my life. And actually, it wasn't reinvent, it was just surviving. And we came up with a brilliant idea because, hello, I am a serial entrepreneur. Not only am I an entrepreneur, I was a business snob. But the one thing I could do was hire people who could do 2 + 2. So we opened a coffee shop. Everything was going great. We had a 3-year payoff plan on the business. Business is business, to pay back the loan. And then life happened. And now, I didn't just have a health issue. My husband was fighting for his life. So we needed some answers. And in the midst of that, I gained more weight than when I was pregnant with my child, my second child. So we had some serious health issues. It wasn't, for us, it wasn't about the business. It was about getting healthy. And so our good friend and part of our ministry, Pastor and Mrs. Betsy Waters, they came over to pray with us, and Betsy had the integrity to say, I have an answer for you. You need to look at Limo. And so being the business snob I thought, I don't know. I just want to get healthy. And so she said, good, just get healthy. But you need to look at the business part. So my husband said, do you trust her? And I said, well, duh. So we did what Betsy told us to. We came in, we bought a pack of products because it was a good business decision. I knew that we could write the business off on our taxes, and it just made sense from a business standpoint. But when we got into the business, this is what I realized. Because we weren't in for the business, we were in it for the health. This business, though, is in the business of changing lives. We were in ministry. That is, everything revolves around the need to help others. And that's exactly what this business does. It helps others, health, finance. But not only that, from a business standpoint, so here we are, Mama and Papa are sick. And my husband went through 35 radiation treatments. One gentleman who was a businessman, I was trying to get into the business, came over to the house. My husband was on his 35th treatment, and he looked up, and there he was on the roof cleaning the gutters. He knew his issue. He looked at him, he looked at me, and he said, okay, I'm all in. And that's it. It's about just taking the products, the best, clean, pure, natural, and effective, science-based, science-backed products on the planet, and then just sharing your story. And that's how this company went in 7 years from 57th to 35. Ranked in the top 100 sales companies. We're ranked in the top 500 and the top 5,000. Now, this is why this is a good business decision. We are on momentum, and everybody says we are on momentum, but I want you to look at this. 220 million in 7 years. That's amazing. But we are projecting, when we started with this business and we did our merger, being 1.1 million in the next 5 years. Well, we are right now at $500 million, and we will probably exceed that before the end of the year. Why is that? Because the products work and the business plan is the best in the industry. We are a global market, but get this, in the United States, only 2% of the people know who Ariix is. You know what that means? Opportunity. So it's very simple. It's a very simple business plan. Now remember, in the beginning, all I wanted to do was get healthy. So the best way to get healthy is to get a sample pack. That sample pack gives you a sample of all the products. You get to try them, see what works, because it will work, and then just share your story like this. This is the picture on the left was 60 days after using Nucerity. Gobble, 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 turkey neck gone. The picture on the right is 6 months of the products. Your race. And so it's very simple. What do? We suggest you get a sample package. Everybody needs clean air, especially now. In the middle of a pandemic, you want to make sure you're healthy. That is the best defense there is out there. Clean air. Do you buy water? Well, you can buy a 1 water bottle, and it takes the place of 400 water bottles that are filled with PBs. And Home Detox, hospital grade, food grade detox for your home. Nucerity, I call it age erase. Yay! I don't know about you, but I may be a grandma. I don't want to look like one. You are hearing from Jennifer about Slenderize. Slenderize is a homeopathic, balances out the body, and it's amazing. Once your body is in balance, it's very easy to shed the pounds. MOA, 29 of the top nutrients, super nutrients at daily levels. And oils, you know, anybody who has a book full of oils? Well, what if you only had 4 that did what you needed? Okay, and then this is our flagship, Lima Original 5X. As Doc told you, go out to pubmed.gov to see what the experts say. You don't have to listen to us, even though you can look at us and see the difference. Burn, baby, burn. Takes a fat, it takes fat and burns it away. Blue Frog, I don't like to get up in the morning without my Blue Frog because I call it my attitude adjustment. Okay, so what do? It's very simple. Buy a pack of products. Try them. You want to get healthy. You're not about the business. You just want to get healthy. Get a pack of products. Try them. And then share your transformation. Be it facial. Take a look at Juanita over here, who one day had her face cut into. 60 days later. Look at the difference. Know anybody who has debilitating acne? Men too. Isn't that right, Ruben? This is, I've adopted this young man. His name is Craig Tomanini. He's part of our team. He's lost a whole person. He's lost 154 pounds. Take a look at Victor here, lost 93 pounds. It's about transformation, but not only for people who need to get healthy. What about athletes who need the best products on the market? Mary Collier, all she wanted to do was get healthy, and look at this. Okay, so all you have to do is believe you can. And excuse me for a minute while my little, and this is Miss Joy. Now that's what you call a transformation. So how do you do this? It's very simple. Get a pack of products, get healthy. And if that's all you want to do, great, God bless you. But it could end up like we did. You get in, you get a pack of products, you get healthy, and people say, whatever you're doing, I want it. So what do? You just share it with 4 people. Go gold, get your money back, and you've started a business that is profitable and debt-free. Our goal is for you to do this in 30 days. And believe me, if I could do it with the brain and health injury, the brain injury and the health issues that we had, so can you. Anyone can do this. Anyone. It's very simple. Not only do you give the best products, we match you dollar for dollar. You get to spend your money again. I mean, now, come on. Who doesn't want to spend their money twice? We have loyalty shopping. We have diamonds. We have travel for 60% off. Does that work for you? It works for me. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, you know that health and medical is a big issue. Trying to get health insurance for an entrepreneur or a small company is a big deal. No longer, because we have that with Ariix. Fresh new approach. This is Command Central. You run a business from your phone. So go for gold. You share it with 4, who share it with 4, who share it with 4. Now, when I had the coffee shop, you have to remember that in order to share my business with 4,000 people, I had to speak to 4,000 people. I am really good at speaking and talking to people, but not that good. And so the nice thing about this is you speak to 4,000, instead of speaking to 4,000 people, we as a team come together and share our experiences. And you know what that means? That means that when we got sick, we lost everything. We lost our home, everything. But imagine if you become a part of our team, because if somebody invited you, they believe in you, and we believe in them, so we believe in you. So imagine that people just share their transformation, like Miss Joy, like Jennifer, and 4,000 people who spend $150 a month on products they're going to buy anyway. So why are you going to spend the money and give it to Piggly Wiggly or give it to King Soopers or give it to Vitamin Cottage when you can put it in your own home-based business? By the way, the average American spends $200 to $400 a month just on supplements. You have 600,000 gross revenue coming in. You know what that means? Long-term residual income. That means that when life happens again, which did it to us, we didn't have to worry about losing our home. And we got to spend every day with people that we liked. You know, they're kind of crazy. And if you join us, we are kind of crazy because we know and we believe. Whether it's buying a house, whether it's getting a college fund, whether it's a savings account, whether it's travel, or just wanting to spend time at home with your children. Whatever your why is, we succeed as a team. And we want you to be a part of our team. Why? Because whoever invited you here wants you to be a part of their team. So I have one question for you. Are you ready to get started? So thank you, Joy. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Betsy. Tammy, I'm going to throw it back to you. And thank you, everyone who survived all of our technical issues, because we're a home-based business and we're a family and things happen with families.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Eava.
Yes. And thank you, Jennifer. Do you want to close, Jennifer?
I do. Thank you so much. Anything else, Tammy, from you?
No?
Alrighty. Well, everyone, it's been a nice Saturday afternoon together. Good to see your faces and hear your voices and stories. Thank you so much, and enjoy this long weekend.
All
Thank
right,
you.
we'll see you. Get back to the person who invited you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Awesome.